Okay, what's up everybody? I'm coming back to you for the first time in quite some time with a video type that I never thought I would do. I'm going to end up doing an unboxing video for you guys today. And I'm really going to do that for two reasons, just two. One is because I could not find a lot of unboxing videos or review videos or anything like that for the particular device that I'm going to review for you guys today. And two is because a lot of times when I'm waiting for something in the mail, I'm always checking to see, hey, you know, let me look at this unboxing video, let me look for this one, let me see, you know, what this guy's impressions are, you know, even if I don't really care, just because, man, I don't have it yet. The UPS man, the FedEx guy hasn't been to my house yet with my particular device, so I want to actually, you know, experience that through their eyes or something like that. So what the UPS man delivered to me today, and let me go ahead and put this onto a tripod so that you can see it properly and we can get rid of all this shaky cam business. So one moment. All right. So you can see my cluttered living room, excuse me, my cluttered kitchen, table, dining area. Let me go ahead and get rid of Sentinels of the Multiverse, which is a game that I would recommend anybody to play. We'll go ahead and set that down there. And go ahead and move my little workbooks here. And we're gonna move my roommate's computer out of the way a little bit. There we go. He's losing on mini USB cable. We'll push this stuff back some. I suppose I could have prepped it a little better, but it is what it is. And this is the item that UPS has brought to my doorstep. This is a Sager. This is a very particular Sager. This thing weighs 25 pounds in this box. It is the Sager. It's the NP9570. So it's basically the desk note. Let me go ahead and move this back a little bit. And we're gonna get it out of this box. See all the goodies that it has inside. Got my unboxing knife. Cut right through all this tape. I'm going to try to do this video in a one take because I don't really like doing a lot of edits. Alright. So Sagers do come double box, or I'm sorry, Xotic PC shipments do come double box. That is the vendor that I chose to get this device from, is Xotic PC. I've used them before. They are awesome. Really helpful whenever you have a question. They have some great forums as well. Go ahead and push this down. So that's your initial box, and then you've got another one. You go ahead and move this cup over to this area as well. That table's a little bit dirty. Suppose I could have prepped a little bit more. So this is the box that actually contains the laptop. So we'll open that. Alright. And that's what it's like inside. Hopefully all this is coming through, because if it's not, then it's botched in an unboxing video. Go ahead and put that there. And this thing is gigantic. My goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way because I would really hate to damage anything. Here we go. Here we go. So some of you might be like, wow, that should have been packaged a little bit better. One of the reasons it is in this particular condition is I had it sent to Xotic PC first to get the copper cooling upgrade, which upgrades all 3 heat sinks. On this particular device there is a desktop CPU and 2 mobile GPUs. So I had to get all 3 heat sinks, or wanted to rather get all 3 heat sinks upgraded to copper, which will make it run a lot cooler, especially when it's under load. This particular device contains 2 ginormous power bricks. There's one, there's a second right there, and there should be an adapter cable, which is not this. Let's go ahead and sit this down, and we'll sit that down. Okay, what else have we got in the box? We've got some thermal compound, it looks like. We've got cleaning cloth. Okay, we've got our Windows 7 Professional installation disc, as well as probably the user manual. Go ahead and set that to the side. That's for the other power cable. And there is the converter box that you need to plug both of the power cables into. So let's go ahead and move all this stuff to the side. Alright, so let's turn this thing on, see what happens. Alright, and this thing is massive. It's heavy, it's massive. I love it. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is a desktop replacement notebook. It's 12 pounds and it has 2 ginormous power converters. I do own an NP9570, which actually I'll grab for comparison's sake. One moment. So this is the 8130, which, let me sit this down next to it. I mean, you can instantly tell why this thing is just massive. They're both sat down next to each other and it's like, wow, you know. Like, this book is just ridiculous. So, there's your comparison. And the reason I chose this particular notebook over other notebooks was this one comes with a desktop processor, so we're not working with any of the mobile processors, the quad mobiles. We're working with an actual Intel desktop processor. Inside of this one, I went with the Intel i7-3820, which is a quad-core processor. There's a 1-year warranty card. Cool. Which is a quad-core processor. Let's get rid of all this screen protective stuff. It starts at 3.6 gigahertz and goes up to 3.8. I like that. I do like the material that they used here. Really nice. So, got rid of that. For the GPU side, this thing has dual Nvidia GTX 680M, which is the GTX 680 is the best. The GTX 680M is the best mobile GPU that you can get at this particular time. So should be able to max out pretty much everything but Crysis 3 with this particular device. And I don't even own Crysis 3. I may get it a few months down the road when it's a bit cheaper. It's not really on my list of games to buy anytime soon. What I am really waiting for is Bioshock Infinite, which comes out next week, and I'm looking forward to maxing that thing out on this beast. Okay. So, get rid of all this protective coating. Some of the other specs that this particular device has, aside from the Intel 3820 i7 processor and the dual Nvidia 680M GPU, is it has two Intel 520 series solid state drives. Those solid state drives are in a RAID 0 configuration. I do have the Windows setup disk, so if I don't really like the RAID on two solid state drives, I can go back to just having them in a non-RAID setup. This particular device also supports up to 3 hard drives, so if I want to, and I did want to, I actually have a Samsung 840 series 500GB SSD on order, which should be here sometime next week. My keyboard's really nice. Which should be here sometime next week, so I'll be having very fast storage on this thing. I didn't show the back, which you can see the slots for the 4 fans, two for the CPU, one for each GPU. The battery is right under here. This is also where the 3rd hard drive fits. You just take off these 3 screws, take the battery out. There's a handle underneath. I'm not going to show you the internals of this particular device. If you want to see them, there's going to be a link down in the description that, number 1, has all the system specs of this beast, and number 2 is going to link you to the Xotic PC review, in which they did take off quite a few parts from the internal of this particular device. Let's go ahead and turn it on, see if it's got a charge. See how fast it boots up. And this thing is like super heavy. Very, very heavy. Okay, so here we go. So, I instantly get the safe mode or start Windows normally screen. That's unexpected, but hey, you know. Alright, so setup is going to go ahead and do the first use thing, so I'm just going to stop this particular part of it here, get everything set up, and I'll do another video, and I'll have that up shortly.